started our arm workout. We started out with a tricep, which is just absolutely brutal. It's 10 reps alternating curls with a dumbbell, and then you go right into 10 reps hammer straight curls, and then you go right into 10 reps crossbody curls. By the time you get to those crossbody curls, I'm telling you, your forearms are just on fire. You just want to scream. It hurts pretty bad. For those, I worked out with 40-pound dumbbells and went up to the 50s. And then after that, we did barbell, easy bar preacher curls, 4 sets of 10. The weight really wasn't that crazy on that. This is focusing on the biceps, trying to build that peak. And preacher curls are definitely a great exercise to build that bicep peak. I learned from John Meadows that, doing biceps, you don't necessarily have to go that heavy. It's more about form. So a lot of guys lack biceps, and that's something also that I'm trying to build. But I definitely think my biceps have come up this year. So kudos to John Meadows for that, for me being able to train with him back in my off season. And after the biceps, we just hit 2 tricep exercises. Here I am interviewing with you, Jeff Saigo, and then I got 40 minutes of cardio after this. Yay.
So how is your diet during your off season, bud, as opposed to going into the show now for when you're cutting up?
My diet, I always carb backload, whether it's off season or pre-contest. The only difference in off season, well, I'm always eating protein and healthy fats before the workout, and then in my off season, carb-wise, I pretty much eat whatever I want. I do have my beef and rice meal, which is a healthy meal, but exactly after my workout, I usually have like 6 donuts, and then I'll have my beef and rice meal, and then before bed, I might go get a cheeseburger and fry, or if I'm craving a pizza. If I'm craving something, I'm gonna eat it in my off season. I live a little in my off season. And during contest prep, it's just clean carbs. Rice and oats. And then on Sundays, I see my coach, CJ Jackson, Carl Jackson, and he lets me know if I'm allowed to have a cheat meal or not, which is usually a burger and fry. Or if I'm lucky, I do get a medium pizza.
During your
legs probably were the best legs in the whole entire show, at least my hamstrings. And most people would agree with that. But he said if I bring my back up, bring it out a little bit wider, my lats, it could be lights out. So that's the main thing I've been trying to do, doing more squeezing movements for my back, which Meadows taught me a couple of exercises for back that I really get a good pump in my lats. So hopefully my lats have came up a little bit. They're stubborn. They don't want to grow. So we'll see what happens at the USA's.
Anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to thank my coach, CJ Jackson. He's been my coach since I first started competing in 2012 when I won the Natural Michigan with him. So I've stayed with him the entire time. He's been a really good coach and a really good person. And everybody on Team Juggernaut in Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor area, and especially my training partner, Jake Pashon. He's been my training partner now since 2013 when I competed for the Mr. Michigan, and I won the light heavyweight class there. Lost the overall, but yeah, he's been with me for 3 years. We try to work out as often as we can. Sometimes we hit it 5 days a week, sometimes only 3, but we definitely make for sure make that we are always there on leg day training together. So that extra motivation, him being there, pushing me, is great. And just, my family that supports me, you, Jeff Saigo, for always doing these videos and helping out the local guys. It's great getting us out there, getting us exposure, and Kevin Law for letting us use his gym here in Fenton Powerhouse. If you haven't been here, definitely come check it out. Great atmosphere.
Well, we'll be doing a video as you get closer, and you look insane. I've seen you come up the past few years from, what were you at the Natural Michigan, probably like
168.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, 168.
So I've seen you grow from 168 to 198. So, yeah, good luck to USA's, and we'll catch up with you in a few weeks out.
Awesome. Thank you, Jeff. tricep push downs with easy bar cable bicep curls. And then after that, we went on to do chest and abs. Chest 5 sets of 20 with the abs 5 sets of 20. It was just a incline machine press with an ab exercise. The last leg workout was Saturday, so there were no legs yesterday, no legs today. And then I'd say this workout was really quick. Probably took about 45 minutes, and then I'm going to have to do an hour of cardio on the treadmill right after this.
How's your diet doing this time around, buddy?
Diet, we dropped carbs for the depletion workout, so this is my 4th day of no carbs. I'm really excited to get some carbs into my body. I'm appreciate it, and thank you, everyone. Body part. Yeah, and then after that, I went ahead and did abs. I only did what did I do? 5 sets of 20 with the crunch machine. It wasn't much. I do abs a few times a week. Just to keep the waist kind of small for the most part. Yeah.
So what's you're working with Matt Porter this year. Go ahead and tell us a little about that, how you've liked it, and how things are going with prep as opposed to last year or other years. So.
I'm currently working with Matt Porter. I'm definitely eating more food right now than I ever have for any of my shows. I'm 12 weeks out, and I've never looked this lean, especially up top. My lower body, my legs are always the last thing to come in. We did some posing in the locker room. You guys will be able to see that. I think I definitely look the leanest and the best I ever have at 12 weeks out. We've got plenty of thank him for his support. Oh, and family and friends, and I mean, followers on Instagram and that comment and like my stuff. You guys motivate me a lot. I appreciate your guys' support. And definitely you, Jeff Seigo, not only filming me but everybody else in the state. It's good exposure to get people out there. These videos are great. I'm gonna look back on them another 30 years from now. I mean, I get my refeed once a week, but it was the same diet the entire time, like all the way up until we needed to make changes like 2 weeks out. This prep, we started out like 800 grams of carbs, and then maybe at 20 weeks out, and then like 16 weeks out, he would lower the carbs, and every couple weeks he would keep lowering the carbs. And then the fats are like peeled and shredded, and they keep their fullness. So he's one of the reasons I wanted to work with him. He's one of the top conditioning kings in bodybuilding.
Because even today and stuff, I know you're tired and everything, and obviously coming down the show, you're getting pumps, and you're still you're not flat today. I mean, once you started moving. Yeah.
I mean, it was a little cold in here. I felt like it took a while to get a pump, but once I started, I'd say maybe like towards the end of the second exercise, I started, some vascularity started showing. And hopefully the posing we did, hopefully it looks really good. But yeah, the pump, I had a good pump. I actually had a refeed yesterday, so that helps, with the pump and the workout and just mentally, because I am feeling pretty drained. A little bit like crap, and as you should be a couple weeks out. If you're not, then something's probably wrong.
When's your last leg day here coming up?
I have one more leg day left. He wants me to do it 9 days out from the show, so that'll be Wednesday, I believe. And then he wants me to stop cardio 1 week out, so that'll be next Friday. And that's another thing with the cardio. We're just doing HIIT, and I do it right after the workout. The highest we ever got was 18 minutes, and right now we're only doing 12 minutes of HIIT. So previous preps, I was doing 45 minutes of cardio on a treadmill post-workout, and as we got closer to the show, I'd be doing 40 to 45 minutes in the morning. So I'd be doing an hour and a half of cardio a day. Here I am doing 12 minutes of cardio a day, and I'm just as lean and bigger, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, you have done everything right, man. It's the biggest, most conditioned you've ever looked. I don't know what more you can do, man. We're pulling for you. I'm sure most of Michigan is, and just bring home that pro card, buddy. Anyone you'd like to thank?
Yeah, let's hope I can get that pro card. It's been a long road, so be a dream come true. Hopefully we can make that happen in a couple weeks. I'd like to thank Porter, my coach. Everything's been great. I'd like to thank my training partner, Jake Payshon. He couldn't make it out today, but he's going to be in Miami with me, so I'm very happy about that, very excited. He's going to be there, helping me. And we'll be able to go out and enjoy a nice dinner or whatever after finals. No matter what happens, I'm gonna enjoy myself because it's been the best prep yet. I'm gonna bring the best package I brought to date. I'd just like to thank family and friends, and I'd like to thank you, Saigo, for all the videos that we've done. You film other guys in the state and across the country, and I know we're talking about doing a photo shoot after nationals, so that should be fun.
On that, and there was also no rest.
No, straight through.
Straight through, yeah.
Now, how much during your off-season, buddy, how much weight did you put on this year? Because you're looking fuller and definitely a little denser and more symmetrical this year. So.
Yeah, this off-season I got up to 240, 241. Last off-season before junior nationals, I got up to 232. So put on about 8. End up growing into the show since I'm 205 right now. That's 205, like 205, 206 at night. I wake up around 202, so the cutoff for the weight class is 198. So I'll have to talk to CJ about if we're going to grow into the show or not, or if we're going to cut my carbs. But I have 7 meals a day. You know, basic foods are eggs, chicken, steak, white rice, and oatmeal, and protein powder for the most part.
Okay. Is there anyone you'd like to thank, buddy?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I have to thank my coach, CJ Jackson. This is going to be my 3rd year of competing, and I've completely changed since my first show at the Flint Natural Flint back in 2012. I did 3 shows in 2012, won the Natural Michigan, and 2013 won the Michigan as a light heavy, qualified for junior nationals, and this will be my 6th show coming up, the North Americans. And I'd just like to also thank everyone on Team Juggernaut for support, and my training partner, Jake.
Yeah, good deal. How old are you, by the way, bud?
I am 26 years old.
Okay, good deal. How's your family? Is everyone real supportive of this and everything?
Yeah, they think it's really cool. They seen my spread in the Planet Muscle magazine last month, and they thought it was really cool. They liked it a lot, and they're pretty supportive about it.
Okay, awesome. Good deal, man. How about cardio right now? Are you doing any cardio at this point? Or?
Yeah, cardio, it's 20 minutes before my workout. And this week, today, Monday, it's a Monday, it just started 30 minutes before my workout. It's just walk on the treadmill about 3.5 miles per hour.
Okay. Well, good deal, man. We'll get some day in the life videos as you get closer in your home gym, and wish you all the best of luck out there.
That would be awesome. Thanks a lot.
History for last year, we did the USA's as a light heavyweight in Vegas. I took 4th, and then I went on to do the North Americans 5 weeks later. I didn't do so well there. It was the first time I ever got a second call out at a national level show, and I've done 5 national level shows now, 5 or 6. So this year is definitely about redemption. We are currently 8 weeks out from nationals in Miami. I'm thinking that I'll probably be lower end of the heavyweight class. I don't think I'll suck into the light heavyweight class, but we'll see what my coach Matt Porter wants to do. It's his call. Whatever he says, we'll do. I'm really enjoying the diet with Matt Porter right now. It's high carbs, basically no fats. The carbs right now, they're still at 400 grams every single day, so he feeds me really well.
Jay, come on. There you go. Come on.
And over to the squat leg press. That hit the abductors. We did a high and wide on that. Me and my training partner, Jake, he's in the video here too. He's been in pretty much every video except for the last one that we did at Fenton when I was 12 weeks out for my arm video. It's always great having him here, especially for leg day. It's much needed, much appreciated. I think he's back there eating bagels. Porter took my bagels away. I do get Ezekiel bread though, so I enjoy that. Yeah, the squat leg press was 3 sets of 30, so that was definitely a burn. Like I said, it was high and wide, so it hit the inner thigh, the abductors. My last set, Jake threw up while I was screaming So he threw up in the trash can. So that's always good to see. He's always pushing himself. And then after that, we did another hamstring exercise. We did dumbbell RDLs. That was 4 sets of 12. The weight with that wasn't anything too crazy. It's 70, 90, 120 for the dumbbell RDLs. Just got a really good stretch. And then after that, I just did a standing calf exercise. That was 5 sets of 20. And the calves, they got pretty pumped. I don't know how they're going to look in the video, but they felt like they were going to explode, and they had veins everywhere. So.
You always do calves like on leg day then, bud, or do you throw them in on other days?
Yeah, well, I'll usually do calves like twice a week. I'll do chest and calves, and then I'll do calves at the end of quads and hams. So, but I always, in past years, sometimes I've split hamstrings up and split quads up, but legs are not a weak point for me, so I just do it all in one day. I do quads and hams together, so that's how I've been doing it this prep. And this past off season, and my main objective, weak point, I guess you would say, was back. So I've been doing 2 back days for probably the past 7 months. I do a heavy back day, and then I do a high volume back day. The high volume day is mostly just cables and machines, while the heavy day is mostly free weights, deadlifts, barbell rows, T-bars. Just the really heavy stuff, the Dorian Yates, Ronnie Coleman kind of stuff to try to get real big, thick back. And hopefully it shows on stage and the judges like what they see.
What about cardio at this point, Mike?
Yeah, the cardio's very minimum. It's 17. We're at 17 minutes right now of HIIT cardio. I do it after the workout. He fluctuates it. Like a couple weeks ago, it was 12 minutes. 4 weeks ago, it was 20. Like it's anywhere between 12 and 20 minutes. This is definitely the least amount of cardio. I prefer doing the HIIT. It goes by much faster than walking 45 minutes on a treadmill at a 3.5 mile, pace.
So I don't know how you feel. You're pretty comfortable going into nationals this year. I think you've gotten bigger. Your conditioning's ahead. Matt definitely seems to know what he's doing. Like, you're feeling pretty confident going into the show?
Yeah, I definitely feel confident. You never know who's going to show up. So as long as I bring my best compared to any other show, then I improved. Whether I take first, 5th, 10th, the goal obviously is first or second. Top 2 do turn pro, so I wouldn't be mad if I took second. But yeah, I feel confident. In Porter's, he brings his guys in crazy condition and he keeps their fullness. So I'm happy with the decision with picking him as a coach this year for sure.
Anyone you'd like to thank, buddy?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you, Jeff, for all the videos we've done. It's probably about 14 videos or so. We mostly do them at Fenton Powerhouse, but this place was also halfway between your house and my house, so it's a good facility. I like it. They got good leg equipment, so just wanted to switch it up. I'd like to thank my training partner, Jake Payshon. He's always been there for the videos, and we've been working out for 4 years now, and he's not just a workout partner, he's a great friend too. We try to hang out when we can, and he's going to go to Miami as well for nationals, so that's going to be great. And just family and friends and people online that that message me, want to talk to me and whatnot. You guys motivate me too, so that's always great. And my coach, Matt Porter, 8 weeks to go. Let's see what we can bring to the stage. That was 4 sets of 12 as well. So all the exercises were 4 by 12. Obviously not lifting as heavy as I normally would since I'm only a week out from my show. So the weight, it really doesn't matter right now. Just getting a good pump, but still, lifting a good amount of weight. The intensity is still there. Just, don't want to risk an injury or anything like that this close to the show. And then after the dumbbell shrugs, we finished off with an FST7 workout where we went over to supersetted the machine shoulder press with the pec deck rear lateral. That was 7 sets to 10. It was no rest. I worked out today with my training partner on Team Juggernaut, Jake Payshon. So he would do the superset with the shoulder press, and I would do the pec deck, and we would just switch back and forth for 7 sets to 10. And I got a really, really good shoulder pump from that.
I'm going to say, for being a week out, too, I was surprised you were filling out, man, and everything. You look like you're still getting pumps and stuff. Most people, sometimes by this point, are kind of pretty flat. So.
Yeah, yesterday was actually, as I had mentioned, I do that 5-1 split with 5 days with low carbs and 1 day with a little bit higher carbs. So you actually caught me on the day afterwards where I actually had an extra cup of oats. So that might be why I looked a little bit fuller. But I'm excited to see what happens next week when I drop water and I can carb up before the show. So hopefully I'll look pretty wicked on stage. Competed as a light heavy, and I took second place there. And then the following year, this year, 2014, I competed at North Americans, and I took second place again. So my 2 national level shows, I took second place, which is pretty. I mean, it's pretty impressive. I'm happy with that. So I know that at nationals, top 2 turn pro. So I mean, obviously I'm aiming for first, but if I can get second again, then I'll be a pro, which would be really awesome.
A pro card's a pro card, man.
And, yeah, and a pro card is a pro card, absolutely, man. So, this is my 3rd national level show. Hopefully the 3rd time is a charm.
Good deal, man. Well, definitely, over the past 3 years or something, as I've seen you compete, I mean, you keep getting better and better every time you come back. I think this year you really nailed your conditioning, so hopefully everything will fall into place for Miami and come back from those cards. But
yeah, the conditioning, it gets better with every show. So this diet from North Americans to Nationals was 10 weeks. I started my diet for North Americans 2nd week of April. So, I mean, it's been officially a 30-week diet. I've been lean for a pretty long time now. So honestly, the diet going into Nationals it's pretty easy, I guess, because I'm so used to being lean. But it's coming to an end, so I'm excited to see what happens next week.
Good deal, man. Well, good luck down there, and hopefully you get a card, and then it'll be nice to go into hibernation mode for you and into off-season a little bit there after you hopefully do well down there.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. I know Thanksgiving is 5 days after Nationals, so I'm probably gonna blow up a little bit. Yeah. But I'd just like to thank Kevin Law for letting me use his gym here at Fenton Powerhouse. I'd like to thank everyone on Team Juggernaut at Eastern Michigan University in the Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor area, and my awesome coach, CJ Jackson. Without him, I would not be where I'm at right now. And I'd like to thank you, Jeff Seigel, for letting me film here for my video for Nationals, and my training partner, Jake Payshon, and just everyone that's supported me and been rooting for me. I appreciate it very much.
Okay, good luck, man. Well, everyone from Michigan will be watching for you. So.
Yes, thank you very much, man.
Most motivational puke they find on the internet in hopes of inspiring others or themselves. And that's fine if that makes the gym enjoyable for you. Fine, go for it. But it will not make you a bodybuilder. These days, everyone seems to want to not work hard as much as possible, being obsessed with squeezing the muscle as hard as you can for as many reps as possible and repeating on a daily basis until you are enormous. They couldn't be further from the truth. Physiques are built with heavy fucking weight. My coach CJ Jackson taught me this. He used to leave the bar on my chest and teach me to call everything I had from within me being to move it off me. It was baptism by fire. The old me died a long time ago. What was reborn in my place was something new, something better. My name is Jordan Janowitz, and I am a juggernaut. I invite you into my life, my journey. Only available at mindandmuscle.com.
What's up, guys? My name is Jordan Janowitz. I'm 5'7", currently 3.5 weeks out from North Americans, and I'm weighing curls. Did 4 sets of 10 there. My last set, I actually went pretty heavy there. I went up to 170 pounds. I had three 25s on each side. For me, that's pretty impressive being 3 weeks out from a show, still lifting pretty heavy. And then after that, I went on to the hammer curls. Did 4 sets of 10 there, went up to 85-pound dumbbells there. Then went on over to the preacher curl, single arm concentration. And for that, it was 7 sets of 10. It was a FS.
You weighed, bud, in your last show, international show?
At Junior Nationals, I was 188.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you weigh in the day before the show, and then the day after carbon up, I was probably about 192 on stage, so gained maybe about 4 pounds since the weigh-in.
Okay, so you definitely put on a good chunk of size since last time.
Yeah, definitely.
You're what, you said around 204 today?
Yeah, 204, 3 weeks out, so, we'll see what happens when I cut water, that last week up until the show.
Okay, but you're looking pretty conditioned, so, you don't have too much to lose.
No,
You're
no.
going to drop your water, and that'll be a few pounds, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
Besides that, man, it looks like you're maintaining. What did you guys change this year, like in your off season, to try and put on more size? Better? What was your concentration, I guess?
Well, this off season I carb backloaded. I've never done that before. The carb backloading is you have carbs after your workout. So even in the off season, I ate clean proteins and fats before my workout. Usually I work out around 4 or 5 o'clock during the day. And then after my workout, that's when I have my carbs, which in the off season it was dirty carbs. Now, obviously, it's the clean carbs. Right now I'm at 2 cups of rice and 2 cups of oats for my carb intake, which is actually around 200 grams of carbs, which is a lot of carbs for me right now because last year for Junior Nationals, 5 weeks out, I was only at 30 grams of carbs post-workout, which was just a half cup of oats. So my carb intake right now is actually a lot more than last year, and my conditioning is even better this time compared to last year.
How about cardio for this show, buddy?
Cardio, it's 15 weeks out. The cardio started at 20 minutes, which was before my workout, and then 10 weeks out, it went up to 25. And then 6 weeks or 7 weeks out, it went up to 30 minutes before my workout, and right now I'm at 35 minutes. It's just, just a steady pace on the treadmill, walk on the treadmill, just to get a little sweat going. Nothing too crazy, no Stairmaster or elliptical or anything like that.
Well, I don't know, man, you look crazy. You definitely, you look denser too. I think you're getting that muscle maturity a little bit after, a few years competing now. What are your plans if you do? Do you have any? I mean, obviously you're focusing on North Americas now, but if you do win your pro card, any plans after that, or just?
The plans. CJ's saying to jump right in. If I do get my pro card, right now my coach CJ is saying jump right into the Chicago Pro in June. So that'd be 10 months. So 5-month off season and 5-month prep. That's down the road we'll see what happens, but. They'd be jumping into it pretty fast, but we'll see what happens.
Okay, man. Well, good luck, and we will see you out there in 3 weeks. Anyone else you'd like to thank besides your coach, buddy?
Just everybody on Team Juggernaut, my training partner Jake, and just family and friends that have been supportive and telling me to keep doing my thing, and I thank them very much.
Okay, if anyone wants to reach you or has questions for you, buddy, you're on Facebook, or what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Yeah, just Facebook message me, Jordan Michael Janowitz. That's the best way to message me. I've been competing this is going to be my 3rd year now. I've stepped on stage the first time in 2012 when I was 24, and now I'm 26, so I've come a long way in just almost 3 years.
Yeah, I was going to say, definitely. Okay, man. Well, good luck, and we will follow you along. Hopefully you take one of those cards at the show, buddy.
Yeah, that'd be great. I decided to go on to nationals. 12 weeks later, over dieted, came in flat a little bit, lost some muscle for sure. It was a mistake, but you live and learn. I ended up becoming a middleweight. We started out with dumbbell RDLs, made sure I get a good squeeze on the RDLs. We did 4 sets of 10 on that. I worked up to the 100-pound dumbbells, nothing too crazy. But at 1 week out, that's, decent amount of weight. And then we went over to the seated leg curls. I can't even tell you what the weight was. I didn't even care, to be honest with you. I know I did the whole stack, though, on the last couple sets, I think. And then after that, the hamstrings were definitely pumped up, warmed up. I was ready to go for squats. That spread, I feel like that's always been my weakest pose, my rear lat spread, and I'm very happy with the extra width I've gotten on my back. This 5 days no carbs. My coach CJ Jackson, he said we're probably going to do no carbs up until Tuesday, so that's 9 days no carbs.
Really full too. You're looking full and solid. I mean, you don't look.
Yeah, looking full and solid. But once I dry out, by the day I weigh in on Thursday, and when I wake up Friday morning, my glutes, they're going to be peeled. They were last year. Honestly, my glutes weren't even in at this point last year. And on stage, if you look at my back double bicep and rear lat spread, my glutes were peeled, as I like to call it, walnut ass. Or my buddy Scott Ferguson, he'll be in the audience and he'll yell walnut ass.
Okay, so was that, I'm sorry, did you finish your movements? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, after the 405 squats, I was just drained. No carbs, no excuse. I got the Guy Cisternino mindset right now. No carbs, you got to get the shit done no matter what, drained or not, Luckily, I don't work tonight. It's leg day, so I get to go home and sit on the couch and watch some TV, some King of the Hill, some old 1990s episodes, and relax. And then, after the squats, we just abduction and adduction machine. 4 sets of 20 superset. The abduction, you don't see a lot of guys do those, and I think it's very important. CJ, my coach, CJ Jackson, he always puts that into the leg exercises, at least every other week or, every third week. If you want to fill that gap in your legs, your inner thigh, you got to do the abduction machine or wide stance squats or wide stance leg press. A lot of guys step on stage with crazy quads, crazy outer sweep, but they don't have that inner thigh. You need that inner thigh to complete the legs. And then the adduction machine, that's going to make your side chest and your side tricep look wicked. It's going to have, it's like Freddy Krueger took his claws down your side of your legs and your hamstrings, and there's going to be lines, and you just, kind of hold at the top on the adduction machine. So I think those machines are really important, especially during prep as you get closer to the show. And then we went over to a calf machine, just a seated kind of calf machine where you push it in front of you. That was 5 sets of 20. That was really the only high volume thing we did. My calves, I thought they were looking pretty crazy today, vascular. Very, very happy, very happy with how everything is going. My diet has, let's see, we did a 18-week diet for this show. 15. No, I've done a 20-week diet for the North Americans in 2014. I think that was my hardest prep because I just remember, having cravings like 7 weeks out. I haven't had any cravings at all this prep, really, which is great, The only thing on my mind right now is getting that pro card. I could care less about food. I want to be peeled, and then I want to be full as well, We did an 18-week diet. First cheat meal was at 15 weeks out, and then we have a cheat meal every Sunday up until 6 weeks out. That was my last cheat meal. Usually it's burger and fry. If I'm lucky, I'll get a medium pizza. 5 weeks out, we did a 8-ounce steak with the sweet potato. We kept it clean as a cheat meal. And then The diet stayed the same. Carb-wise, was 2 cups of rice, a cup of oats, 2 bananas post-workout. I carb backload all the time. Contest prep, off-season, doesn't matter. I always carb backload. Only difference in the off-season is I eat dirtier carbs. Prep, eat cleaner carbs, obviously. At 12 days out, we dropped the carbs completely. I was weighing 205, and then I want to say 4 days later, by my 4th day of dropping carbs, I went down to 198.5, and my coach actually said drop the cardio, and we added 2 tablespoons of coconut oil in the morning and 2 tablespoons of coconut oil at night, and that brought my weight back up to 200. So, this last week, we're not doing any cardio, but the carbs are gone. So, CJ always comes through. He knows my body really well. I trust him, and happy with how things are going. We're going to get the job done no matter what.